Time for us to take on the Deeproot Depths. I'm going to try and get on with this quickly because it's a fairly large area, but I don't think it's so big that it needs 2 episodes. So I'm going to try to keep this in 1. First things first, we're going to want to come over to this corner. Now, obviously, if you've only just joined me, there would usually be an Earth Tree Guardian here, but we already took that out in the previous episode. Press back on the playlist if you really want to go ahead and watch that. So up here, we've got a couple of the... I don't know what you'd call them. They've got like shield heads, but they're ants. And we want to get them I want to get it from behind, realistically. I've failed that now. So we're going to try and dodge around this guy. Hit it in the tail. That's how you're going to do damage to them. And get like a volley of this on this guy. That was terrible damage. Don't go close to them when they do that, because they do the flip up. Kind of looks like they should be vulnerable, but they're not. But you want to try and take them on from range, or at least draw them over so that it doesn't aggro the main reason for going up here, which is the scarab. Probably that had so much health that it could be stunned. And we have the golden land. I don't think there's anything else up here. We'll grab some herba. With that done then, turning on kind of the state you're in, obviously feel free to rest the grace if you need to. That's weird, watching the shadows get drawn in. And then you want to come over this way. If you look back on yourself, I don't think you can actually see any loot per se, but you'll see we've got kind of ledgers and stuff up there. That's going to be a fair amount later than we're at now. I think if I remember right, we want to go across the right hand branch, not the left. Oh, yeah. Let's go over here. Because we want to get into that cave. Me off the horse. Does it drop there? No, yes, we're just going to come down here like this. I'm quite thankful for this, but it is kind of strange. The flying ants are not as mobile as you might think they are. So we can attack them from here, and they're not going to be able to get up. So, I guess, you know, whatever it is in the programming of whatever engine it is that we're using for the game, they just could not give them that much mobility. I don't know. Kind of why or how. Or maybe it was just out of balance. It would have been a pain in the ass dealing with them on these branches, but it doesn't usually stop them. Now that we're in the cave, tons of ants in here, so get ready for fighting. It's not really the one I wanted to use, but I'll use it anyway now. I'm running out of FP. Give you a poke in the face. So they're going to be everywhere. No true queen, I don't think, of the ants, which is interesting as well. I feel like we could have had a really cool boss out of it, unless we're counting Astal, I suppose. So those Newman runes are going to give you a lot of runes. Again, something I'm not really intending on using. Unless maybe I decide I'm going to just use them to buy some spells later to complete the collection at the end. So that's something you guys are free to use on leveling up or whatever. We won't need them. Oh, I know there's more up there. Come on. Let me lock on. There we go. Now they're aggroed. You can see just how many there are. If you go down there and start trying to fight them, it's going to be a mess. That's pretty good there. Let's get some splash damage on the go there. Look at all that. It's just so many. Oh, there we go. That's going to be most of it now, I think. There's nothing under there trying to catch me out at the moment. It's good. Make our way down. Now, I think the big ants do respawn, but they only drop the Newman rune once, so no farming these, unfortunately. Any more? Nope. I don't think even the ritual sword to turn that into one hit. That's a shame. Getting a good amount of casts though, which is good, especially per flask now. That's going to go up again. Well, continue to go up for quite a while, which is lovely. For us, Elden Stars. I believe that's trophy related, one of them. It is trophy related, so you're going to want that. Ooh. Let's kill you off. There's no real need, but just like to have things cleared. How much are you level now? Nearly 70k. Woof. Woof. So good. There's loot there. That's on the way back. Yes. Looking good. And only 6 minutes. That's pretty good, actually. I'm liking that. So I'm just going to get off the horse here because I don't like falling off. Due to not having good controlage. Holy grease. Don't forget that essential thing that we need to go back there and get. And then we're gonna head up here. It's a straight path there, so we're fine. I don't know why it lets us summon here. This is such a strange place for it to let us summon. There's like 5 or 6 flying ants over here. It wants us to summon for that. I mean, we can. Oh, there's more here. Oh, I've only just noticed that. I've never been through that way before. I'm gonna have a look. We're right next to a grace. This is like mega dangerous. Probably shouldn't do this. Nah, it hasn't made any difference. There's nothing there that needs to care about. Okay. So I can't show you guys a map or anything, but you can see if you just orient yourself, like on where I just said there was like 5 or 6 flying ants. Right there, look. We've just gone straight past them. You can either ride through them or go the way that I just went. It really is going to make no difference. I mean, if I cleared them out, might get close to a level. But this area is long enough as it is. For an episode, anyways. With that done, we're going to come over this way. I think there's one item over here. I don't think it's good, but we're going to check. Or is it just the formic rock? It might just be the rock. Yeah, it's just the formic rock. So, you know, you guys can fight these. They give good runes, and they're not, like, exactly difficult to kill, so it's not, like, the worst thing. Barely even hit me. So that's all the loot that we need from there. We'll go ahead and rest this again just to reset them. So this next part then is the part that kind of has branches to it, I would say. So it's going to depend on kind of what's important to you, how long you want to spend here. We do want to get everything. So we want to kind of be on the left-hand side as we're coming up. 2 reasons. There's a kind of like downed gargoyle. Where are we? Let's see if we can show you. It's not going to be able to attack us from this way. It kind of works as like a one-directional turret. If you go in front of it, let me see if we can trigger this. It's going to create like big explosions and stuff. And they can hurt. But it can't turn around, so I can just stand here. Take that out. It's really not an issue then. Over this way, straight ahead, this is the map fragment. Usually basilisks have aggroed on me by now, from the right hand side. Another one in here. Exact same rules apply. So if you just basically run down one side, this is now safe. That's pretty much all the essential loot here. I'm trying to remember what else is on this right hand side. There's a talisman just over to the right, but I prefer to cheese. There's a rune bear in there and I prefer to cheese it. There's a method we can cheese that rune bear, and we all know how much they deserve it, so we're definitely going to stick with that method. So what we'll do is we'll go back to where we got the map from, and then we can tag the next grace. Here we go. Let's see, all this stuff usually aggro's on me by now. Well, anyway, just because it's easy to navigate, we'll go back to where we got the map fragment from. That's where the downed gargoyle was. I guess I didn't pick that loot up, look. And then, all we need to do is head west, pretty much directly west. There's a mounted, I think they're called Mausoleum Knights, which is basically just a Lootle variant look. Looks like our favourite summon. We're just going to go straight past it, and we got a grace. And this is our little base of operations for now. There's lots of stuff and lots of directions we can go in. I feel like the first thing to do is to do the lower area. There's no boss that way. In fact, there's no boss here at all right now because we haven't continued Fia's questline. Hopefully we haven't messed it up. She should be up there because she moved. But to continue her questline, we need an item from Ranni's questline, so we can't really do anything with it, but we will tag the grace that's right next to it. From here then, we're going to go down the hill, pretty much straight on from down the hill, so we'll call this west. Call this west. We'll deal with you, come on then. For now. You don't need to deal with all these, but just because we want to go in here. For funsies. I've got to face my best friend. It's my best friend, we like you. Look at that poise you've got, oh my gosh. Oh, it does death, I didn't know it did death. Trying to get a breather from these is really painful. There we go. Gonna head on in here. Next fight is probably going to be kind of painful because good chance of it killing me, and we're carrying almost enough runes for a level. There for Stommelstone 7, pretty good find. Crucible Knight 6, and then up this way. Pick which way you want to go on this thing wisely. I'm going to use this. I'm going to kind of aim over here. So we can get this. So that was kind of over to my right, if you was kind of looking at it. And that just allows me to kind of show you guys that we've got another Crucible Knight over there. That's actually where we're going to get that thing's armor set from. To get back down, you're actually going to want to jump back on the tunnel. And then we're going to just aim to be, like, not directly in front of it, but also not in the middle of all of that, right? From here we can prepare ourselves accordingly. And even start this off with a nice strong attack here. Feeling like I'm not really needing the rock sling anymore. For all that I love its stagger ability now, like getting the DPS that we have from the shard, it's pretty much more valuable. We're still more mobile, and it's just much quicker to do damage, so that was actually way easier than I intended that to be. That was funny. 30 grand from that. Yes, yes, yes. Goes to level 7. That should make people happy, so that's going to allow me to get Lootle to +7. That's very nice. I just realised I didn't actually do the upgrading of Lootle to +6 on screen, but we have picked up the Ghost Club 4. I just can't remember exactly where we got it. There will be more though. I don't know what we're on. What have we even got in inventory right now? We already have 6 in the inventory as well. So we picked one up this episode, so it's all good. just gonna fight my way through this. There are a lot of them, so bear that in mind. Being able to one-shot these though is good. I'm just doing this so I don't have to keep on like rushing around everywhere. It's level 6, another good find. There is the 6, there we go, so you can get to 6 and 7 right here. Don't want to be following that anywhere. Summerstone 6, this is just loads of upgrades down here. It's a lovely place to clear out. Apart from things like this, obviously. Where their friend? I didn't realise you shot this far. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's just like, wait a minute. There's only one archer I know of that can shoot. It's right there. Well, I don't want to have to rush around. We're going to have to come across. No! What? I don't even know if we can survive from here. Here we go. Let's go around there. No. Okay, let's go back around. That's funny. I'm sorry you guys are going to have to see me go all the way around again, but that was funny. Ah. Oh. Right, up we go. Excuse me, sir. I need to teach you some manners. This organic Assassin's Gambit could be good, because then he wouldn't be able to see me. Right, shoot. Yeah, that'll do. Can I get across now, please? Oh my god, he got me again! Oh, this time I'm dead. Okay, they say third one's the charm, right? Let's see if we can do it. So I need to jump just after he shoots. Come on, shoot me. There we go, we made it. Oh. Do you mind? Absolutely disgusting, aren't you? Completely immovable poise. Really? We'll play ranged. It works for me. That's that deals with you. I don't think we want to go anywhere. Well, there is loot down there. I'm not jumping from here though. Oh, shoot me now. Oh man. It's gonna be a mess. We're gonna have to jump that way. I don't really want to, but we're gonna have to. Where are you? I know you're there. Can I reach you from here? Yes, we can. Okay. Let's go for the loot. We'll deal with the swampy bit in a second. I just want to make sure we've got all this first. I can't believe all the deaths. Ah, we've done fine. We've done fine. So we don't need there. That's the way to jump onto that. That's fine. We don't need that right now. That way. I don't remember that way. Oh, that's where we were when we were getting shot by the guy. That's fine. So now then we can come over this way. Oh, so you're the one that was shooting me. Huh. Just gonna come all the way across. I guess we didn't really need to stay up there then. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, so it all leads up into it, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. I just haven't really spent that much time around there, I guess. But over this way, there's a Spirit Summon, which is basically that squad right there, which is kind of cool. Haven't used it. I don't know if it's actually necessarily better than Doodle or not. It's basically like having 4 smaller ones rather than one big one. Get you down. Where are you, summon signs? Summon Ash, come here. Mine. So yeah, I haven't tried them. I think it's 3 you get, but yeah, it's pretty cool actually. As far as ideas go, we could chop this down and get Renala's full moon spell, but we need 70 int for that, and that's ages away. And right now, we need to round ourselves out a bit. Over this way is a rune bear with some loot inside the cave. If I remember rightly, it's not really worth it, but we'll go and grab it anyway. If I die, I am sorry. First Stone 7 is pretty good. Let's get out of here quickly though. It's going to kill me. Oh my god. Or it's going to kill my horse. One of the two. But I'm just not interested in fighting it. Especially with all this out here. If you end up needing space to like move around, it's just going to get real messy. Although I don't know if they'll fight each other. Sometimes they do. Like the different factions and stuff, they'll fight each other. I don't think that's going to be the case. Sounds too much like hopefulness to me. Okay, so looking at the map then, just so we can see, we have done all the way over this way, and it feels like we've been here for a long time, right? So we've done all this way, we've come around, we've done this building, we've done the lower area. So what we're left with is this little bit here, where we're going to go up this branch. There's a couple of buildings with some loot on, and I think about here is a grace. And a little kind of path, and that's going to allow us to get kind of to this upper water bit here and down this hole, which is a thing that we want to do. Hopefully, I can do that within 5 minutes if this doesn't go over 30 as an episode. So that's most of the stuff that we need. Yes, and we'll do this in 2 loops because we're going to end up jumping down anyways. So we'll come across here. Cool thing about this is because we're coming from this grace, we can just head on over here. There we have Goggle we can just take out. I feel like there's no reason not to do this. I mean, a 4K for that. That's pretty nice. So next up then, we don't want to go over there. We want to go straight up. So we've got Gargoyle there. We'll take that out. And then we're going to head to that left-hand tower. Technically speaking, if we were going to take this character, let's say, level 200 and over, there is a technically more powerful staff here, which I think is called the Staff of Death or something like this, and it scales with both faith and intelligence. I haven't tried it because I haven't had a character that high level. I assume you can't actually cast incantations with it, so it is going to be just for spells, but it will allow you to cast a great plethora of spells, because there are some spells that obviously use both faith and intelligence, so Prince of Death Staff, not just Death Staff, there we go. So something to consider if you do want to be more all-round as far as casters go. Okay, then we can jump off, Terry Leaf, and then we're going to come down here. And then we want to go like over the lowest part. That just gets us a nice little loop for all of that loot. Didn't realise there was a airlift there. What did that take us? If that just takes us back to the same roof, that's going to be worthless. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's no use to me. Just go over this way. So now that we've cleared all of that, we can go back up our branch. Not going to be getting attacked as we come around here now, so going over to this left-hand branch is going to be a little bit more reasonable. And then now we can head up the other side of these branches. We're almost done that, so we should be pretty good. It is going to be 30 minutes though, isn't it? No. I'm trying not to make these too long. Like I said before, this area is probably too short for 20 minutes, too long for two 20-minute episodes. I don't want to go that way. I've gone the wrong way. I don't know why I did that. I should have gone way faster. You want to go straight up. And you want to come right to the end of this. Should be able to let it de-aggro. If it doesn't... well, you want to have a range contest? We can do that. That's just going to make it a little easier for us to get this way. Oh no, I've missed. No. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, let's try that jump again. This is kind of why I like to take that one out, so that we're not trying to rush across. So the horse isn't always perfectly obedient. Once that's done, we can come up here for some loot. I thought there was something on here. Where is it? Why do I think there's loot on here? I guess there's not. More importantly, over this way, we can drop down for the grease. There we are. So now that we have the grease, if we look through here, we should see Fia asleep. I don't know if we will see her. The draw distance might not be long enough. Yeah, I can't tell. Fia should be in there. Hopefully we haven't failed the questline. We shouldn't have done. But I did say at the beginning, I didn't know whether or not some of it was going to get messed up by going to some areas early. So, for the last part, I'm actually going to have to... rerun back up the branch then, aren't I? I thought there was a way off here. There's not a way off here. There is a way off here. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Nothing there. We are going to want to take you down before we start moving around. There we are. That's that, that, and that. Good, good, good. Now come over here. Didn't rest, did I? No. Good. So then, it looks like it should be joined, but it's not. We'll come over here. Oh no, I nearly dropped off. That would have been hilarious. I nearly forgot to jump. So down there is actually where we want to go. There's a few ants over here. I don't know what they're supposed to be here for. I don't remember them guarding anything particularly good, but we'll kill them anyway. The Ghost Glove, what, 7? That's doing a certain thing, we don't need to bother with it. And there we go. That's it. I suppose an extra Ghost Glove, what, 7 is pretty nice. So that means we can technically get 2 summons to +7 now if we want to. We're going to jump across. I'll go straight down, straight away. Go on around. Onto the branch. And then I want you to cackle as we kill the easiest rune bear in the game. Cackle as loudly as you can. Can't get us. I think you can like scream maybe. But I ain't going down there for no crits. Stop disengaging me. No, no, no. the only rune bear anybody should enjoy fighting. Look how much health it's got. How absurd. I have to say. Marginally enjoyable. And then there's Prince of Death's assist. So with that then, if you guys want to have a look around here, I think there might be a rune arc. Is it a rune arc? Yes. Can do. This is why I didn't want to come around here earlier. All of the basilisks. I think that's the main good loot around here. So over there is the gargoyle that we didn't really toy with earlier, and then on the other side, near the waterfall, was the building. So we've done all of that already, which means we are done with the zone, which is rather nice. So there's one last thing for me to show you in this episode. Where are we? Oh, hello. We've got a thingy here. Hold on. Oh. So, confusing my hands. One last thing to show you. So if we go back to the grace that we had by this water here. Also, we don't need to rest at this. Over on this corner is coffin. Let's go ahead and loot this. I don't think there's anything, no attackers or anything here, so we'll go ahead and loot all this. And then you can, if you wish, rest in the coffin. This is going to take us to a next zone. Now, I've been talking within my head. I don't know whether or not we should clear this zone now or later. We can do the boss. However, once you get to the boss, which I think like ends up being all the way down here somewhere in like its own little zone, we can't actually get past the boss. The area will be blocked until we've done Ranni's quest. Or should I say until we've progressed Ranni's quest to where we need it to be. So you could do this area, and there are some pretty good goodies around here. I think we can actually get the summon up to like +8 or +9 by the time we get through the end. I believe we already have the big ghost glove fork. We can actually make it probably +10. Because we can just follow this river around. But I feel like I'd rather do this when we have Ranni along. And we're doing her quest, because she'll be like put into a form where we can carry her with us, and that's what we want to do. There's some cool stuff around here. There's a load of larval tears if you want those. So in general, just a lot of quite good consumables for us to use. Right here is the Lake of Rot. This is going to be a pain in the ass, but you guys can go ahead, explore a little of this if you want to. We'll be doing it properly later on. So at this point, I'm going to finish with this direction until we've progressed Ranni's questline, and we aren't doing that until we've gotten through some of the capital. So realistically speaking, our next stuff is going to be Divine Tower. We should probably clear our way around, so we'll do... In fact, no, there's no point going there until we've got Millennia's thing, so we'll leave that. That's a sealed tunnel, but we don't really get much out of it. We could do it. There's no real need. So we'll do Radahn's Tower, and then we'll start progressing our way around into the capital. There's a couple more dungeons here, but I don't really want to do those till we've got more health either. So we'll progress into the capital. We're going to go and see Dung Eater in the flesh, and then we'll be ready to do a lot of quests, basically. So that is the way the future is looking. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. I suppose we might as well go and tag that Grace over there, just so that we can fast travel back here when we want to. Not that it's going to matter. We're going to end up teleporting here anyway through Renner's Rise, because we'll want to go through Renner's Rise for the costume that's in there anyways. So next episode, with that being said, is going to pick up from... I guess we'll go with the Isolated Merchant's Shack. See you guys again soon.